Morning everyone. Today I want to talk to you about week 3 on the journey of a serial entrepreneur. Now it's a Monday morning, so hopefully get motivational here and try and kickstart my week. It's a bit of a slow, sluggish morning. It's nearly 10 o'clock and I'm only just out running, so normally out almost an hour before that, so a little bit behind schedule. I've been thinking about this feature, the journey of a serial entrepreneur, and how I can make it better. And what I want to talk to you today is about, I'll give you all my updates where we are as a business and what we're doing, but I'm also going to adopt a strategy that I've been kind of partially implementing for a good, for the best part of a year now. And it's based on a book called The 12-Week Year. And I'll go into more detail on this on a separate episode, but just to give you a real high level overview, it's basically a program, or a process, to work to quarterly chunks of the year, so 12 weeks. And then you have a 13th week, which is a kind of an analysis week that you have before starting the next 12-week year. And the idea behind it is you treat each week like you would a month. So you're trying to supercharge productivity. And what you're doing is you're setting, you start by goal setting from an end game, and then ratcheting it right back to what you want to have accomplished within a year, which is fine. But then once you've got back to a year, you then reverse engineer it by quarter, and then ultimately by week, and even by day. So you're trying to give yourself really clear clarity in terms of the stepping stones you make to achieving your goals. And you only normally set 3 to 7 goals max. Any more than that becomes overwhelming. But the idea is it's supposed to give you real clarity on where you're going and why you're going there. So onto my business. So what I'm going to do, part of the 12-week year process, is that each week you have a scorecard, and you basically score that you've completed all the actions you've set yourself for the previous week, and it's like a productivity score. And the ideal is to be above 80%. If you're above 80%, you're well on track. Below 80%, you've got to look at your goal setting or how you've been distracted and try and correct that. So it's almost like drawing you back to the productivity levels that you need to be at to achieve your goals. So it's a really cool way. And like I said, I'll delve deeper on this on a separate episode. But so I'm just going through a gate. But so let's just start back to basics and actually tell you the businesses are broken into 3 really. Now they're separate chunks in each, but ultimately there's my Runpreneur brand, which is this social experiment where I'm trying to build a bigger following in 12 months as I possibly can. And I don't have as much clarity on this one as I would like, because it's I was told by my mentor that you publish content consistently, good value content, every day for a year, and then money and opportunities never be a problem again. So I'm testing it. I'm well over a month in now. Obviously, you're 3 weeks in, because I'm 2 weeks ahead, so I'm 5 weeks into my published content. So not published content, recorded content, and 3 weeks into my published. But I'll go into more detail on what I'm doing and why in just a second. But I think the key is here is a social experiment, so I'm not really knowing what to expect. Whereas my other businesses, I can give a bit more clarity and focus on. The next business is my property business, which is my personal portfolio, and the goal there for the next, in this 12-week year cycle, is there's a number of goals. One is to sell the block of flats. That's the development that went wrong, big redemption, so I need to get rid of that, clear that redemption figure. That's goal number 1, and that's currently in conveyancing at the moment, so with a potential buyer, so that's positive. Fingers crossed nothing goes wrong there, as COVID has slowed it down dramatically. The next stage is, I think I talked to you about a lot of my HMOs, and I'm switching them now back to single occupancy property, and using my 2+2 strategy, which is 2 over 35-year-olds. I have a lot of tenants that are on the benefits market, sorry. So my strategy is 2 over 35-year-olds who are generally more stable and settled in their life, and give them the whole house between themselves, and they have exclusive usage of 2 rooms each, but ultimately they share the whole house. And in my area, I'm able to generate HMO level returns. So that's so we're partway through our HMO exit plan. I think we've only got, maybe, I can't remember, maybe 2 or 3 left to switch over, and it's based on tenants moving out. We don't evict anyone. Obviously we can't at the moment because of COVID, but we wouldn't do that anyway. It's as the tenant churn gradually migrates people out, we move people around to fit the new structure. As part of that, there's a rental uplift process, which is increasing the rents in line with the 2+2 strategy. So that's an administrative goal that we've got to do, because it's a significant uplift in rent to be realised by doing that. And the final one is the council tax liability, switching that back over to tenants. And the good thing about this is obviously council tax is quite a big overhead when you times it by 40 on HMOs. You know, each of them being 130, 140 quid a month racks up very quickly. So being able to pass that liability back to the tenants, and the tenants are okay with it because they get heavily subsidised at a rate based on their circumstances. But more importantly, they get a better quality of life. A whole house between 2 people in the big houses, 3 or 4 bed properties. So it's a win-win for all, as far as I'm concerned. So that's the other goal for the property business. And the final one is we're actually selling off all properties that are outside my target zone of 45 minutes to an hour radius around where I live. The scattergun approach, which I talked about in the previous episode, we're selling off, and I think we've got one at conveyancing stage that we're selling. I mean, bear in mind there's about 20 odd properties that are being sold at the moment, but we're doing it very slowly, not pushing it too hard, but just trying to get them through at a time and get the right price. So it's a slower process. We also have to be very mindful working with accountants on the tax side of things as well, to obviously ensure that, just trying to work out if I go right along here. So we're trying to work out in a tax efficient way so I don't get hit with huge capital gains bills, which is really important as well. So that's the kind of 3 main areas that we're focusing on in my personal property portfolio, and we're on track. We will, by the end of this 12-week cycle, which is the 14th of August, have finished the HMO exit plan. The council tax and liability rental uplift programme will be finished, and hopefully the block of flats will be sold. The only one that will continue on, but that's not due to finish 14th of August, is the peripheral portfolio sale. So that's going to be an ongoing one. So that's where we are in that business. So the next business, which is the Property Empire business, which is the Property Empire Builder. This is where we have our education deal packaging company. And we also have the Property Empire Holdings business, which is where we're building our rent-to-rent portfolio and using the 2+2 strategy. The good news is that we've got a portfolio of 7, the portfolio for the Property Empire Holdings business that we're migrating across. That will be across. The goal for there is to have that migrated into the new systems, not the new systems, but my existing property portfolio management systems. We're integrating that across, and the goal there is to get that done by the end of the 12-week year, which is 14th of August, and we're on track for that. The next one is to have the MVP marketing setup done. Now, what I mean by that, there's 2 parts of the marketing setup. There's the sales funnels, and there's the content repurposing. Now, the good news about the content repurposing, it's directly transferable across my Runpreneur brand, my personal brand, and also the Property Empire brand. So we're on track to have that fully integrated and working in its full MVP capacity. When I say MVP, that's all. Maybe I'm contradicting myself when I say MVP, which is minimum viable product, because I'm actually talking about having every single channel set up, all of the desired ways in which we repurpose content set up, but just not optimized. So MVP would probably be, in real terms, it should be like, have it set up for 1 channel, but it's MVP version 2, I'll probably say. So it's every channel and every strategy that we're trying to repurpose content with set up, just not fully optimized. What I mean by optimized is SEO, amplification of reach, etc. And I've almost got it all set up. Well, I'm through phase one for Runpreneur. We go live on LinkedIn today, which is really exciting. We went live on Instagram last week, which was really exciting. And next week we go live on TikTok, and also we repurpose the content into Facebook groups, which is moving into phase two, where we start trying to make sure all strategies are being covered. So we're on track for that, which is good. And as soon as we've tested this, we're migrating it across the Property Empire brand, and specifically with business partner Jack and Chris. It will drop into their worlds as well, so all their content will be produced. And it's really, really, the feedback's amazing, because ultimately it's an automated, when I say automated, an outsourced is the better word, way of repurposing your content, where all you have to do is do a video, and then it gets chopped into text, audio, imagery. It goes out on all the social platforms, all the commenting, everything is all covered by the team. And once you've got that, you can then build the capacity to actually set up an agency-based side of the business, where we can do exactly the same process for other content creators out there. So, but that's not for this this quarter's goal. So that's further in the future, but it's certainly part of the 1 year plan. So we're on track for that, but the aim is to get it rolled out for both fully rolled out for me with Runpreneur and tested, and then it'll be rolled out for Jack and Chris. And we're optimizing all Jack's social profiles and everything at the moment, and starting the process for him. We're well advanced on me, so which is great. So we're on track for that. The next one is the sales funnel side of things, and actually monetizing the followings we have. Now, I've always said the Runpreneur is not going to be sales based. It's all about value giving, and as I've explained, we will have there's bound to be some form of monetary gain. I mean, just to update you, I've had a client sign up for coaching with me on a product that I didn't even know existed, just because of 3 weeks of episodes on my blog. So this stuff clearly works, which is great. I think I've gone wrong here. I should turn around. Maybe I'll go a bit further first. The beauties of talking and vlogging while running, you miss turnings, etc. But I digress. So I'm not going to be selling directly on that, but I will be building my list from it at some point, when I give lots of free resources and stuff away. And if people want to, but the list is going to be built just to amplify my message. But there will be opportunities to work with me in some capacity in the future. But the Property Empire brand will be focused on delivering not just value, but our offerings to the market as well. And that's really exciting, because obviously that's where the sales funnels and the marketing hacks kind of come into play, and we hopefully realise their full potential. So what we're doing there, I mean, we had a really good week this week, because I think the problem we've had for a while is understanding what our value stack is for the Property Empire Builder brand, and we finally got it now. We give a free course away, which is our lead magnet into our Facebook group, which we're setting up at the moment. 100% free, just requires an email address to get into the Facebook group. Those of you already in the Facebook group, you don't have to rejoin. You're already in there, so you'll get access to it automatically, which is great. And once we've got that set up, the logical next step will be to join our 14-day challenge, which will be a very low priced entrance, whereby we'll coach you on a daily basis, everything you need to do to obtain your first red-to-red deal. So you'll actually be held accountable and be walked through with other like-minded people. So it'll be more advanced, detailed information than what you get in the free training. It'll go a lot deeper, but it'll also give you that transformation, implementation, accountability side of coaching to obviously push you along to try and make sure you make the progress. So that's really cool. So once we've got that, the next level is the academy. And the academy is again low-level subscription. There'll be all the content you'll have lifetime access to in there, but you'll also get weekly webinars and coaching on a group basis, a big, large webinar style basis. But for a really low subscription, you'll be accessible for all, which will enable you to continue to progress past the 14 days. And that's super valuable. And then from there we move into group coaching, which is more, there'll be an element of one-to-one bespoke service to people, but it's on a small group scale basis. So again, it'll be affordable, but it'll push you along and take you to the next level. And then the final stage is the cash flow generator, where we actually do it with you and actually build it with you on a one-to-one basis. So that's the high level ticket item. It's taken a long time for us to get that product stack, but now we've got that product stack, we've got to build out all the marketing materials, literature and everything, which goes into being able to market that in automated fashion. So that's, everything needs to be updated with landing pages, all of the marketing literature needs to be created, web pages, sales pages, thank you pages, indoctrination pages, opt-in pages, all of that stuff needs to be done, and then set up all the promotional stuff. So that's not going to be set up by the 14th of August, but what we will have set up by the 14th of August is the free training lead magnet in our Facebook group. We'll also have the 14-day challenge beta tested, so we'll do a first 14-day challenge. We're looking at starting pretty imminently on that, so there'll be a lot from my business partner Jack on that. And we'll also have the academy set up in beta format and hosted online, ready to be subscribed to. So all this will be achieved by the 14th of August. So they're the goals, pretty big juicy ones we're trying to do. And in future weeks, I will kind of give you the updates on each of those goals, what we're doing, and how I scored on a percentage basis, so you can see how the 12-week year works. And hopefully this journey of a serial entrepreneur episodes will actually inspire people to do a similar type of tracking, applying metrics to try and improve their level of productivity and progression. So just to finish with the highlights of the week in terms of what happened, well, I took my first coaching client on for Runpreneur coaching, which was a product that didn't exist until there was some demand from it, and that's just from 3 weeks worth of vlog episodes. So that's really, really promising about the future potential there. We went live on Instagram, and I've grown my following from, I think it was like 90 or something. Never posted on Instagram. I've done 7 episodes now on Instagram. My following's grown by 100 in a week, which is pretty good. So if we do that every week, it'll be happy days. So I'm on a 30-day challenge to 1,000 followers with my business partner Chris Taylor. So I'll keep you posted on that. So that's really good. Bit of a negative. We lost a couple of coaching clients on the property empire builder business due to financial issues that the clients were having, and then due to ratchet bag due to COVID. So we need to look at replacing those, but we haven't been doing any marketing for it. So as soon as we start doing the marketing, we're no doubt that we'll get those replaced very, very quickly. So that's there. And the other big highlight was that we managed to finally agree on the value stack, and now got really clarity on what the marketing machine looks like, both from a content repurposing side of things, but also from a sales funnel perspective as well for Property Empire Builder. So I hope this has been useful. Sorry it's so waffly. This isn't all about me, okay? I really want to make that abundantly clear. I'm documenting my journey and hoping it's going to help you. Okay, and what I mean by that is that I'm hoping it's going to inspire you to do some of the hacks that I use, some of the processes I use to really help drive your business forward. So that's really, really important. So I'm going to be doing this on a weekly basis. I'll give my score, I'll document my score, I'll be upfront honest on what's happened in the week, what's been good and negative, and yeah, I'll keep you very, very much informed, and hopefully this will help you. The other thing I didn't add is that I've also signed up to the profit process, which I think I spoke about last week, and that starts this week. So really, really keen to get my new accountant and the new profit process system in play, so that I can wean out any financial inefficiencies in my business to run a very, very sustained, profitable business, rather than the kind of up and down roller coaster of cash flow that you can often have in my types of business. So the types of business that I run, sorry. So that's been useful. As always, please, any comments, please add any likes, shares, much appreciated. Try and amplify this for me, get out to more people if you think it's good value. If not, unfollow, no problem. And as always, stay positive, stay happy, and see you on the next episode.